All right, we back in the building. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and today we back with another video reaction. Now, look, very quick before we start this video, I do want to send a big salute to the team. All right, the Why You Hating podcast. Last night we had a dope stream, about 3 hours and a half. You talking about Opina, Serio 2 times, Doe Hunter, Blue Devil, and now we got G the Barbarian. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's like the dream team, bro. The chemistry is on point, the conversations are on point, and I know that every other pod that wants to be us, watches us, and wants to be part of what we got going on, bro. But you know, we not gonna have it. We got a tight team, bro, and we've been doing our ish. So salute to the squad, salute to the moderators, all the day ones, day threes, day fours, and everybody else in between. Truthfully, I think that we've been putting in work, and we got a great podcast, bro. We don't talk about like only gang stuff. We talk about everything, bro. Hip hop, rap, the culture, current news, and we include everybody, bro. People that can rap, people that can't rap, people that like us, people that dislike us. You know, we try to leave nobody out, but I will tell you, I think it's a great podcast. Go check it out. Why You Hating? I think it's episode 9. And you know why it's called Why You Hating, right? Because everybody's always hating, bro. Why you hating? Just enjoy the podcast, homie. You know, enjoy the pod. With that being said, today's video is brought to you by Hot Wheela Media. Salute to Hot Wheela. We're going to be watching a clip titled "The Mayor of Paris, Snoopy Badazz, calls out Milk 74 for the fade. Run my fade, you're a foster kid." Before we press play on this, Snoopy, stop, bro. Snoopy, stop, bro. Cut it out, fool. Cut it out. So look, I need everybody to hit the like, hit the subscribe, tap in. 100,000 subscribers around the corner. Okay. Yeah, let's go, bro. Let's get right into it. And if you haven't caught my morning drop, I had a video of Funny Bunny versus Crip Mac. Okay, they battling. They gonna squabble it up. Make sure you click up here somewhere and go check that video out. With that being said, oh man, wrong. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Right there. Hot Wheela. Let's go. We got a lot of things to talk about. We got another video dropping later, so make sure you guys tap in. Okay, let's watch this entirely without interrupting. Then we'll come back and break it down Hater World style.
Milk up here.
Yeah, yep. I have a
man. Milk, run my fade, bro. Run my fade, bro. Run my fade, bro. Like, because I didn't even have no problem with Milk, but he's another one. He keeps speaking on stuff that he don't know about. I've never met him. I'm trying to meet him. You know what I'm saying? He keeps talking about, well, I'm really from Hoover, bro. You are a foster kid, bro. You have never caused no pain for Hoover, bro. Feel me? Nobody never even heard of Milk before the internet, bro. How is you a white Hoover? A white Hoover. And ain't nobody heard of you, bro. To be a white boy from Hoover, you supposed to have one of the most ringing names in South Central, bro. All the neighborhood supposed to know who you is, bro. How is you a white Hoover and nobody heard of you until the internet? We don't care about you getting put on Hoover or your foster mama living over there, bro. You ain't caused no pain, bro. You just got put on the game and you played the back. You a safe gangbanger, bro. You have no scars on your knuckles. You have no scars on your face, bro. You always played it safe, bro. The real Hoovers don't even claim you. The only Hoovers that claim you is the ones that rap. Because they want to use you and exploit you for your platform, bro. The Hoovers that don't rap do not respect you, bro. You ain't never caused no pain for Hoover. Nobody's heard of you before the rap. I was known in the pen before rap. Go ask BG Knockout who I am. Dead homies. And I can name a slew of homies that knew me in the pen before rap. My name wasn't known, didn't get known because of no rap. I was already known through the system in the Pyro and Blood Car in the California Department of Corrections before I even became a rapper. Matter of fact, have you ever even got down with a op? You don't even got no Hoover tattoos.
Yo, what happened, cuz? My bad.
You a foster kid. Talk about your real parents. Talk about your real parents. Why you don't talk about them? Yeah, we know you grew up with black people raised you, but who your real mama? Who your real grandpa? Who your real daddy? Why did they take you from your mama? Talk about that. Since you want to talk about other people's life stories, since you want to go back and talk about Crip Mac background or talk about Snoopy, what's your background? What part of Oklahoma or the South your Caucasian parents is from? How did you end up in the foster home? How did you end up in the Hoovers? Talk about that. And keep my out your mouth, Mark. And if you ever want to see me, we can get out and I'll beat your ass. I ain't never been back from nowhere. Paris is my city. And I go through that whenever I please. And I see you have milk up here.
He said Paris is my city? Hey, if anybody knows how to kill crickets, like some kind of repellent, let me know. Like I found one. I found a few the other day and I smoked them. And now it seems like they keep coming back, bro. But listen. Hold on. I think I got him. Listen. The king of Paris? Salute to Paris, bro. The IE. But I don't think he's the king of Paris, bro. I think people would beg to differ. You know, all right, Milk74. Salute Milk74, bro. He got a big platform. He doing his thing. He's been like at 150, 140,000 subscribers. It seems like a lot of these content creators, once they get to those type of numbers, they either blow or they stay stuck. You know, and for what I know, Milk74 has been on YouTube for a while, bro, but he hasn't been dropping videos like at all. His last video was 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 5 months ago. Like he hasn't been doing anything with his platform. Like he has not been doing nothing, bro. The last video is from 2 months ago. It only got 2,000 views. Okay, for those that want to run through this real quick, look at this. Here we go. Last video, 2,000 views. Look at that. 2 months ago. 3 months ago, 16K. 4 months, 3,900. This is how YouTube, how treacherous YouTube is, bro. If you do not stay up to date with your channel, you will lose viewers, bro. You gotta stay on top of your channel, bro. You know, but salute to Milk. I like his content, bro. I don't know. I've been watching him for a while, and I always thought that fool kept it real, bro. I always thought like we were like somewhat similar, and I mean that in the way of like people always discredit that fool that he's not from where he's from, that he won't come outside, that he don't do this. But in all reality, when you hit a certain age, bro, you ain't out there trying to gangbang. You motherfuckers done survived the 90s and 2000s to be out there and get smoked now because some kids on the internet, you know, don't like you. Like, nah, it's your turn now, bro. Like, you be out there and do all the, you know, causing the pain, you know, in the words of Snoopy. But again, I don't know what their beef is, but look, Snoopy sort of reminds me of like Genesis, bro. And once again, Genesis, I'm gonna say this every single time. I don't want no beef, bro. I'm a pussy. You're a gangster. Okay? But again, he reminds me of Genesis popping it. And then when it's gonna look for him and it finds him, he gonna say he don't want no issues. I don't see Snoopy to be the one to catch a case or go to prison over anyone. So he shouldn't be out here popping it like that. See, there's a difference. He out here calling people for fades. I don't call people out for fades for nothing. You feel me? So he bringing that attention. Now let's watch it and let's pause it and let's break it down. All right, let's go.
Yeah, yep. I have
Man, Milk, run my fade, bro. Run my fade, bro.
Ain't nobody running your fade, bro. You should know that by now. If somebody calls you out for a fade, you ain't running it. And if you call somebody, they ain't running it. Like, cut it out, bro. This needs to stop, bro. These lies that people are gonna pull up for fades, it needs to. Nobody's gonna pull up to nothing. The only way fades are gonna happen is if you run into someone and it gets cracking. If it don't get cracking, most likely they gonna shake hands, and keep it pushing, bro. But ain't nobody pulling up to no fade, bro.
Run my fade, bro. Like, because I didn't even have no problem with Milk, but he's another one. He keeps speaking on stuff that he don't know about. I've never met him. I'm trying to meet him. You know what I'm saying?
What it is, Snoopy, is you got to understand, bro. You already got a jacket to your name. Look at me. And again, to everybody watching, you always make this about you because I could relate. And I'm trying to relay a message to you guys so you could understand better. Okay, and I always use myself as a target to make this example. Look at me. The WAC 100 situation. That's all people got on me, bro. Oh, you ranked it. You ranked it. I ranked it because I didn't yell back, right? Not in real life, not in person. And if they want to put it on in person that he did something to me, there's 3 other people sitting there. And one of them you guys praise as the biggest gangster in the world. So it's like, why they don't get it? Because you don't like me. And I got to deal with that, bro. I got to hear it everywhere I go. Like all these little weirdos in the chat thinking they're tough. I got to hear it. It is what it is. But it's not as bad as what Snoopy did. Snoopy took the stand trying to help someone get out of jail, but it backfired. Okay, and now you got to live with that. You made that choice in your life of you taking the stand when no gangster should ever take the stand, right? And if you do, the answer is I don't know nothing, right? But you took the stand, and now you got to live with that, bro. You can't be calling out people because they got a problem with you taking the stand. You can't be calling out people because of your decisions. You made that choice. You got to live with it. Quit trying to fight everyone, bro. That's why I don't even comment no more. Like I told myself, no more commenting, bro. You'll never end with these fucking weirdos on the net. You know, let them think whatever they gonna think, bro. They ain't never gonna see you anyways. So Snoopy, that's something you gotta live with, bro.
He keeps talking about, well, I'm really from Hoover, bro. You are a foster kid, bro. You have never caused no pain for Hoover, bro. Feel me? Nobody never even heard of Milk before the internet, bro. How is you a white Hoover? A white Hoover. And ain't nobody heard of you, bro. To be a white boy from Hoover, you supposed to have one of the most ringing names in South Central, bro. All the neighborhood supposed to know who you is, bro. How is you a white Hoover?
All right, that one tripped me out right there because he sort of does make sense. He's like, when when you're a white Hoover or a black Southsider, your name sort of rings more bells because you had to put in a little bit more work. Not in all cases, right? In some. But then he also said you haven't put in no work for Hoover and you haven't caused no pain. Well, we don't know that. To be fairly honest and be respectful and be unbiased, we don't know that. We don't know that at all. For all we know, Milk got a couple bodies. How do we know that? Maybe he's not out here bragging. You know, some people are pretty smart, bro. So Snoopy, don't be out here lying to everybody, bro. We don't know that. We don't know that. You got evidence? I don't see you with no evidence. But let's continue.
And nobody heard of you until the internet. We don't care about you getting put on Hoover or your foster mama living over there, bro. You ain't caused no pain, bro. You just got put on the game and you played the back.
Now, I will tell you, no Hoover member has came out and discredited him, Milk. As a matter of fact, they've said Milk is from the set. It's just that, listen, I'm not trying to back nobody up. I'm just giving you the facts, bro. Take them how you will.
You a safe gangbanger, bro. You have no scars on your knuckles. You have no scars on your face, bro. You always played it safe, bro.
Now, there is a lot of gang members that get jumped in, bro, and don't ever do nothing. I know some. You know, I know a couple homies from the set that got in and never did nothing, bro. They're backup dancers. But you know what? Don't matter. They don't get the respect from the OGs. Yeah, they get acknowledged by the homies, but they don't get that respect. You know how I know that? One time I told the homie, I go, hey, fool, I've been doing a lot of things for the hood, bro, and it seems like you ain't showing that appreciation, to an older homie, which I was way out of place to even talk to him like that. I remember, bro, right? And I go, you fuck with this fool over here like that, and he don't do half the shit I do. And he goes, who am I with right now? That was his answer. Who am I with right now? He goes, where we at right now, bro? Where we at right now? And I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, oh, fuck. So, what I'm trying to say is, I was with this fool at his pad, doing some G shit. He goes, while the other guy don't get to go to his house or kick it with him or do these type of things. Yeah, he might talk to him in passing. He's a homie, boom, boom. But you don't get the VIP access. And when he said that to me, it made a lot of sense, bro. You know what I mean? It made a lot of sense. Like, oh fuck, okay, you know, I see that.
Bro, the real Hoovers don't even claim you. The only Hoovers that claim you is the ones that rap. Because they want to use you and exploit you for your platform, bro. The Hoovers that don't rap do not respect you, bro. You ain't never caused no pain for Hoover. Nobody's heard of you before the rap. I was known in the pen before rap.
You never give yourself flowers, bro. That's as a man, you don't ever do that. You don't ever sit there and say, "I'm a gangster. If you real, you ain't gotta say you real, bro." That's one thing I learned early on. You ain't find the video where I'm patting myself on the back. Now I will tell you little stories here and there, but I never tell you that I'm the tough guy. As a matter of fact, when we try to bring up stories, I tell everybody shut the fuck up, straight up.
Go ask BG Knockout who I am. Dead homies.
BG Knockout is a snitch. BG Knockout is a rat.
And I can name a slew of homies that knew me in the pen before rap. My name wasn't known, didn't get known because of no rap. I was already known through the system in the Pyro and Blood Car in the California Department of Corrections before I even became a rapper. Matter of fact, have you ever even got down with a op?
You don't know, fool. Listen, if you're not, listen, we're gonna cut it right there. If you're not from his gang, you shouldn't be speaking on any type of gang politics, bro, because you don't know what it is with him and his hood, right? For you to be speaking about that, you're out of pocket. You should be speaking about content shit, not about how many bodies he got, because right now you sound like a snitch. Does he really got bodies? Does he really have fades? You want the police to find out, or what the fuck is we doing here, bro? Why don't you talk about content, bro? You know, I'm telling you, it reminds me of Genesis 1, bro. Again, I was telling that story about my big homie, but I don't even know where I was going with it. What the fuck was the subject right before that? Man, I'm losing my mind. Hey, Snoopy, ain't nobody gonna fight, bro. Let it go, homie. You gotta live with the choices that you made, bro. You took the stand. People are gonna continue to call you out. I called you out for a long time. I did a bunch of videos on you, but I let go because there's nothing there no more. Like, everybody knows what you are and who you are. Now, you might be a real one and might have put in some work for the hood. Yeah, cool. You know, a lot of people have, but then a lot of people haven't. Oh, that's where I was going. Oh, the background of fools from the hood that don't do nothing. Oh yeah, so the homie told me that, and then so it made me think like, okay, you know, the homie approves of me, and it sounds so fucking stupid now as a grown man that think that you needed somebody else's approval. But hey, listen, as a youngster, that's what we go through, bro. Not everybody, you know. Now, I can come around with my head up high, knowing that I deserved and I earned every single bit of respect that my homies give me, bro. You know, and it might sound weird to some, but those that know what it is, bro. We went through the struggle and the problems to be able to make it out and be where we're at now. But back to this fool. Let it go, dog. You gotta live with it. It is what it is, bro. Like I said, I used to make videos about you, but it doesn't even matter because at this point, everybody knows who you are and what you are. And like I said, you may be down and all that, but nobody looks at you like a gang member like that. Plus, you've made your own gang now, and you were like a Blood and a Crip together, and now you're from like Red Mafia family. What the fuck is, bro? It's fucking raining. Hey Siri, is it raining outside? Hey Siri, is it raining outside?
Looks like it's raining.
Fuck, it's raining. God damn. Hey, I don't know if you guys like the concept of this type of reaction, bro, where I'm not like all the way zoomed in. I'm like doing other, but let me know if you guys like these, bro. If not, I'll stop them and get back to my other studio where I'm like locked in. I think these are a little bit better because I'm not like fully, you know. But yeah, bro, salute to everybody. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you guys. I do got a video dropping on the official Blue Devil. It's a hood vlog reaction, so go check it out. I got to tone it down a little bit. My little homie, as a matter of fact, I'm going to take that back. My big homie, Doe Hunter, told me that I be doing too much, bro. So I'm going to take the big homie's advice, and I'm going to slow it down. So go check it out. Go see me slow my roll on a hood vlog, official Blue Devil. With that being said, I'm Blue Devil, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's go.